want to pierce. Like I like it. I like it a lot. But there are two reasons why I have not done it. One because of the
where do you want to pierce?
I know. So one because of the pain, and the other one because I tried as much as possible to like make research. So when it comes to Islam and piercing, so I asked some people. They told me that if I pierce, I should cover it.
As in, when you are married or when you are not, when you're still single?
The idea behind covering it is so that you will not attract unnecessary attention to yourself. If you are at home, you can pierce and remove it. You are at home. You are with your husband, you are with your family, you understand? But if you are out there, it's advisable that you should cover it according to what those people say. So I want to ask you.
You asking me that you want to pierce?
Yes, I want to pierce.
And you want to hear what I want to say
about piercing and Islam.
Even though you are not my wife, I have to say this. To me, there's nothing wrong in piercing, and I just would try to make you understand that Islam is very, very easy for people, and God who gave us that religion, try as much as possible to guide us in a way that we'll be able to understand these are the things we need to do, these are the things we ought not to do. There are something that he mandated that some people will say maybe wajib, farid. There's something that he just said, okay, if you do it, no wala. If you don't do it, it's not an issue. You understand? There's something that use your sense, to do what? To do it, so that you will not fall victim to the wrath of Allah. However, what we're talking about piercing is the fact that as a woman, firstly, you talk about the fact that if you do piercing, some people told you that you have to cover up, so that you don't attract, and it begs the question that, firstly, as a man that want to, maybe date a lady or a woman, I want to date someone, I want to, woo you, I want to. So, firstly, what attracts me about you is your face, firstly.
Okay.
And how beautiful you are, how pretty you are. That's the first thing that attracts a man
to a
woman. You understand? So, if for this and now, you are not being told that, okay, if you pierce and then you should cover your face, how are you going to attract a man? So, that's one. Secondly, for me, I'm not talking about, so sometimes I used to tell people that I speak for myself. I was able to, learn a little bit about my religion. I think that has been helping me. So, what I understand about this thing is that if you, as my wife, even though before I got married to you, while we are still doing boyfriend, girlfriend, we're at the dating stage, and you told me that you want to pierce, I would allow it. Because I believe that it's part of the beauty of a woman. So, it all started doing when the prophet, Ibrahim, brought in Hajar when he married him, when he wasn't able to, bear a child. So it was even the first wife, Sarah, that even advised. I said, okay, let us bring his maid in and stuff. So when she realized that the love that the man, the prophet Ibrahim, has over Hajar is becoming too much, so she started, doing all this, how you, if Alhaji want to marry someone now, you start, jealousy and everything. So started victimizing Hajar and every stuff and that, and trying to use sharp objects to pierce her nose, her hair, so that she will look ugly in the presence of
their husband.
But the reverse was the case,
because she's not looking more
attractive to the man, and the man felt, and she was able to give birth to the prophet. That's that prophet is married then, but that's not where we're going. So the notion came from them. Those things came from there. You understand? And people will say, okay, if you can trace it back to Islam, okay, where can you trace it back to? So those are the areas. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has always been very, very careful in trying to relay information, message from the Holy Quran to his ummah, to his people. So that's why in Surah An-Nisa, it was very careful enough to say, okay, there's a chapter of the Holy Quran that he said, okay, two things I'm going to do. He said, Ya ayyuhan nisa nabiyyu. So he called the wives of the prophets and told them and explained in that surah, okay, how they ought to dress, how they ought to live their life, what are the things they ought to do, how they ought to, after even the death of their husband, which are the prophets, what they can do, what they cannot do, even though to the extent that every wife of the prophet cannot marry any other man after the demise of the prophet. So secondly, he now also called on to Ya Ayyuha Nisaha. How Nisa'i? How do you want to explain it? Those are for the people that understand Arabic and stuff. So that is Nisa al-Mu'minin, the wife of those who obeys Allah. So you understand? So he also gave them they'll explain to them how they can also behave, what type of clothes they ought to wear, and how they have to live their life as a woman.
Okay.
And Allah was very careful. And sometimes when you listen to the word of Allah and you think about it, you will see the wisdom in it. It was trying to try to break even among those people, because now then I believe that those people there will be like, okay, is it not from the same society that me, I'm not a prophet, and the person that is a prophet is getting married to a woman, and how to dress as a woman right now. Just cover your head up to your neck. The nakedness of a woman starts from the head up to your hair like this, your neck, or your upper part of the body to your hand. You can leave your palm, your wrist, something. So once you can put your cloth to your wrist, up to your wrist, it's okay. And then let the cloth cover you through to your ankle.
Okay.
It's okay. So that you've been able to cover your nakedness. However, if as a married woman you get married and your husband say, okay, I want you to cover your hand, I want you to cover your leg, I want you to cover your face, blah blah blah, and all those stuff. If it's okay with you, fine. All right. So I think these are the things you should be able to understand during your dating stage. That okay, what are talking say, so what are courtship. So this is, so you should be able to know, not that okay, say Alhaji, no. But to me, I believe life is very easy for us to live. So if as my wife, she told me that okay, you want to pierce your nose, it's fine with me, it's okay with me. It might not be okay with another person out there. Okay, no, that's the whole essence. Bringing out the beauty in a woman, because everything a woman uses is bringing out the beauty in them.
So Islamically, there is no problem using things that enhance your beauty.
There's no problem.
100%.
100%. There's no problem.
So I cover it, I don't cover it.
There's no problem. But I believe that if you use something that enhances your beauty and then you cover it, how am I going to even see you in the first place?
Because there are some people or there are some set of Muslims that see makeup like.
You see. Let me tell you something. I think we are now in a civilized world. I used to tell people that okay, in the early days, then when the prophets were to be alive, we were told that he trekked from Mecca to Medina, from Medina to Mecca. I was telling someone that, and I used to say that if we are to be now, the prophet won't do that.
Because
he will take the plane. He will book a flight. The best flight is going to book it, because we were told then that the prophet has one of the best horse. You understand? So then they're using hand to eat. You can't do that now. The prophet will be using gas cooker. he will fill his gas.
So
Yes, and you will watch you
okay,
will watch LED TV, Android TV, you will watch it.
smart TV.
You understand? So it's because of the fact that then, a whole lot of things were not available. It is how the days were then. The things that were applicable to then are not applicable to now. An average person cannot even walk from one street to the other. Talk less of not saying me to walk from here because I want to go and perform Hajj. I should now walk from my country to Saudi Arabia, or because I want to follow Sunnah. No, it's not done. Okay, so as civilization keeps growing, that's why we keep having phone. Prophet will have phone. We'll have one of it. It might even be using the latest Samsung or iPhone. You understand? So what we're trying to say, what I'm practically trying to say right now is that you cannot judge those days
And
now. They are different entirely. A lot of things has evolved, a lot of innovations, a lot of things has come up. So what we need to do is try as much as possible. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to tell us in the Quran that we should think. And that's one of the reasons why the Western world, when you see them, a lot of innovations, a lot of things that they are doing is from the Holy Quran. They think about it. So whenever things happens and you go to the book of Allah, which is the Quran, you can't find it there. You go to the hadith of the Prophet. These are the parameters you can use to measure your religion, and you can't find it. Now sit down, think about it, and okay, is this thing something that I can do, and is it applicable in Islam? Did the Prophet do it? Did Allah talk about it? Okay, no. Okay, then let me do it.
Was it mentioned anywhere?
Okay. So, but as a person, if you decide to do it and it was not done there by anybody, maybe Allah didn't mention it, and the Prophet did not do it, and you not decide to do it, well, that's at your own preference. So when you get to heaven and we are trying to say, okay, we want to rojo,
you face it. Okay.
You understand? So there's no ambiguity, there's no any issue in religion. What I do might not be okay with what another person wants to do. So if law, where we're gone is you want to pierce, you want to do this, so you cover it. And I'm saying that if you pierce, if you use makeup and you now cover it, and you are searching for a man, you are still single, how are you going to be able to attract me or be attracted to me as a man?
That's your own opinion. Because there are some other people
that is them.
But
I'm liberal.
You are attracted to what you see.
Everybody's attracted to what they see, my dear.
What about those people that used to marry Eleya?
A lot of people that marry Eleya don't marry Eleya at the dating stage. You see, on the issue of marrying Eleya, you understand? I'm not saying people should not marry Eleya, but I just want to say that I particularly have not seen a situation whereby someone that got married to an Eleya and during their dating stage, the lady is an Eleya and they are dating. Like, you try to understand what I'm trying to say, is that when the man want to go and woo the lady, she's an Eleya, she covered up from head to toe. You understand? And the man now went there and said, okay, I want to woo you. And it's I don't know, it doesn't really make sense for me to now go and woo you with you covered up all through. It's like I was like trying to go and buy a black market. Like you trying to sell a phone for me. I want to go and buy a phone, and you are telling me that okay, I should not open this phone till I get home. So I will now get home. I will now open. I will now see fufu there. No, it's not possible now. I will open the phone there. I will see the phone. I will even on it. I will test it. I have to test the phone. I have to on it to show that the phone is working perfectly well. So that you can so it's not, I'm not, people can, you can get home and say, okay, I want to hire you. That's your issue. I want to do this. I want to hire you. But during the dating stage, the courtship stage, I will now say a man, or I'm saying that a man should now go walk up to a woman that is all covered up from head to toe as an eleha, and then now with that person, how would you even want to woo something that you are not seeing?
If you've done it.
I don't even think it's possible. Forget if you've done it.
It might be possible.
It's not possible. Okay, I've now. Okay,
how do you think this eleha, those willingly ones?
Wait. Okay. As you are now, I want to date you. Wait. What's that thing? What's that thing that I want to see that would make me feel like, okay, well, oh yeah, I want to. There is something that I will see now.
You might be attracted to my voice. You don't have to see.
I can give voice here, shake me. Voice you call.
You
voice
can be attracted to my voice.
Oga, forget. Height with you. Oga, come there. Màá ní mo lọ alẹ́ àti tó ti borí ojú mi. Kí ni wàá bẹ́ẹ̀ rí? Mi ìrí nǹkan tọ́lọ́run ṣe tó gbé ẹ̀ tọ́lọ́run pèsè. Everything that God do.
Thank you.
That God create. So how am I will now get home. I will now open the veil. I will now see fufu.
Level.
They whine me. Oga, forget.